episode 57 of the Unwrapped Leader Podcast, where we get raw, real, and relevant in the new network marketing and helping you become a gifted leader in your business. So my name is Teisha Dorianna from Canada. Today is a solo episode, and I'm really excited to share on this topic because it was something that was a huge part of my growth journey in my network marketing experience. And I learned about this 3 years into my business, and it was a complete game changer for me. And that is how to share your vision with your team. So we are going to be talking about what a vision is, why you need to have one and share it, and how to share it. I'm actually going to get into how I was taught to share my vision and why it made such a huge difference. So let's dive right in, shall we? So what is the vision? First of all, having a vision is so important because it lays out a roadmap to your success. And essentially what it is a clear and inspiring mental picture of what you want to achieve in the future. So this can describe where you want to go, what you want to accomplish. People have visions for their personal life. People have visions for their professional life. But in this podcast episode specifically, of course, we are sharing and talking about the vision you have as a leader in your network marketing business. So what this vision can do is describe where you want to go, what you want to accomplish, and it just kind of helps guide and have a strategic plan in terms of when you're making decisions and how to go about decision making, right? Because sometimes we're posed with so many choices in business. Should I do this? Should I go all in? Should I quit? Right? And we're posed with this, but at the end of the day, we have to think, what is the end goal? What is the vision here, right? So having a vision, it's going to help you stay focused. It's going to help you stay motivated, and it's going to help also bring everything together so that it aligns with your values and your purpose and the reason that you're doing what you're doing. So it really, like I said, creates a roadmap for your success. So a vision, it should be challenging, yet it should be achievable. You guys have probably heard of SMART goals before. I've talked about it in a previous podcast episode. If you don't know what it is, honestly, just Google SMART goals as well, and you'll see what that is. But it's important to have and set SMART goals. But again, you want it to be slightly out of your reach. It should be challenging because nothing good happens in comfort zones. We need to step outside of it, and we have to get comfortable with being a little bit uncomfortable in order to experience success. So, this vision, just make sure that it does resonate with your beliefs, it resonates with your passions, but really think about what the overarching goal is. It's so easy to be so baseline and surface level and say, I just want to make money, or I just want to have a community. But I think it really gets a little bit more deep rooted than that. So in order to figure that out, you just have to ask yourself your values, your vision, your passions. And when you could bring all that together, you could figure out what that vision really is for you and your team. So this is especially going to be a great episode if you are a leader in your business right now, you do have an organization, and you're just trying to find a way to take that next step, right? Like maybe you've already mastered sales. You've already mastered, building your team and bringing new people into your organization. But how do we get them to step up now? And how do we get them to want to pursue leadership? And this was the game changer for me. So let's talk about why you actually need to share this vision. So I always say money is great, but having happiness and fulfillment in life and being surrounded by an incredible environment is always going to mean so much more to me. And yeah, that's an opinion, but I would say that majority of people would agree with me. If you're in a position where you're making a lot of money, but you're surrounded by really negative, pessimistic people, and they just drive you nuts, and you get home and all you want to do, like all you can think about is, oh my gosh, my day sucked. I hate everyone I work with. Like that is the worst feeling. Like you can't pay me any amount of money to show up to an environment every day where I'm not thriving in, where I'm not fulfilled, and where I feel like I don't belong, right? People need to feel like they belong. So with that being said, people in this industry, they may be here, they may say they're here for the income, they may say they're here for the environment or whatever, but people want and need to feel like they're a part of something so much bigger than just a small business or just a business opportunity with products. There's so much more that this industry can offer. This industry is a gift in itself, and we talk about that. All the different things that this industry can give someone. It could give them that sense of belonging. It can offer them, that opportunity to be courageous and step into that confident person that they were meant to be. And it gives them that opportunity to really, really possess those leadership qualities that maybe they've always wanted to step into. There's so many things that you could gain from a network marketing business. So by making people feel like they are a part of something bigger, they're going to be more like, those people are going to be your loyalists. Those people are going to stick around. They are going to love what they're doing. And when you have people not only showing up to do something, maybe it is for money or whatever, but showing up because they care and because they want to, that is going to be explosive for your business. So sharing your vision with your team, it's essential. If you're looking to build a cohesive and motivated team that's committed to achieving a common goal, you need to share your vision so that you can make that happen. So I'm going to share with you 4 reasons why you need to share it. And then I'm going to get into how to actually go about sharing it and how I did it myself. So here's 4 reasons, guys. Number 1 is alignment. When you share your vision with your team, it helps everyone understand what they are working towards, right? It aligns everyone's goals, it brings everyone's objectives together, and it ensures that everyone is working towards the same end result. Everyone is a part of it and they feel like they're a part of it, right? It also helps avoid confusion and conflict, and it just ensures that everyone's working towards the same common goal. And we're actually going to talk about when you share that with your team on how you can make everyone feel aligned and included in this bigger goal. But alignment is so important, to feel aligned with where you're at. Number 2 is motivation. Sharing your vision with your team could be a great source of motivation. I know when I shared it with my team, everyone was fired up and ready to go, and that's when my team exploded. And when your team understands what they're working towards and the impact they can have on that overarching goal, they're more likely to be motivated and engaged in their work. They want to, again, they're going to want to show up. They're going to want to share this opportunity with people, right? And how many times if you're a leader in your business with the team, how many times have you said to yourself, man, my team's just so not motivated right now. How do I motivate them? Sharing your vision, if you've not done this yet, is a huge way to motivate your team. Okay, number 3, collaboration. When your team understands your vision, it encourages collaboration amongst every single teammate. So it helps them work together. It brings it on the idea of just sharing ideas and finding creative solutions to problems. It also helps build trust and just having that sense of camaraderie among team members. I love collaborating with people, and when you're scared to do something, but you see someone else who's so like confident in what they're doing, you want to be around those people, right? Like you want to surround yourself with people, the type of people that you want to become. And so by collaborating with people who are all working towards the same thing, that's when the magic happens. When you can collaborate rather than look at other people as competition, you could start collaborating, right? And that's going to help understand this vision as well. And then the last reason why you should be sharing this vision with your team is because of accountability, okay? At the end of the day, you need to be self-accountable to be successful here. But I know that having that accountability to someone or something is definitely helpful. But the best thing you could be accountable to, I will say, is your purpose and your reason, your why, your vision. That's what you want to be accountable to, because that's what matters the most. But having that accountability amongst the team just makes it that much stronger. So accountability, this is going to help. It's going to help hold everyone accountable. You know, when they're all working towards something, everyone wants to contribute towards it, right? It kind of provides like this clear benchmark for success. Like, okay, this is where we need to be. This is the vision. So it just kind of helps ensure that everyone is working towards those same standards and expectations, and everyone's kind of trying to, you know, put in their part and do their part in everything. So those are the 4 reasons you guys need to share with your team. So let's actually get into how to go about sharing it. Because this is challenging for a lot of people, right? People sometimes look at their personal goals or their vision for their business and think, why would I share this with everyone? They're just going to think that, you know, they're just helping me achieve my big goal and that's it. And I had these feelings too. I always thought that my team didn't care about what my goals were. And if I told them, that they might actually like detach, because they might think that I'm just in this for me and that they're just, you know, following along to help me build my dreams and goals. But you have to look at it in a different perspective. Okay. So what I did was I was actually told on one of the one-on-one calls that I had with a mentor at the time, they told me, you need to share your vision with your team. That is your first step to getting any further than you want to get right now. So I plan to do that. And I took their advice, and it was completely game-changing for me. But I think the number one thing is realizing that it's not about you, it's about them. And it's how you present it. If you present it as, this is a personal goal and this is how you're going to help me achieve my personal goal, like obviously that's no good, right? You need to present it on how it's impacting them, because it is impacting them, but you need to see that from their perspective, right? So that's why you really need to change your mindset when it comes to sharing your team vision, and not just thinking that it's a you thing. It is a team thing. You can hit your goals without an army, and they can't hit their goals without an army. So you need to show that off as like one big team vision. So if you're doing this business primarily online, like I was, then I planned a live video. You could do a Zoom call, and this is how I was going to share my team vision. I was going to get everyone on this Zoom call or on this live video, and just pretty much hearing out me sharing the team vision, my personal goals. You need to shout that shit from the rooftops. You really do. And so plan when you're going to do it. So if you're listening to this video right now, give yourself, I don't know, give yourself like 5 to 7 days to think about this and what the goals are, to kind of like map this out. And once you have decided on a date, you need to talk about that with your team and promote this, right? Like I actually write in the Unwrapped Leader that your audience will never be more excited than you. So if you talk about this Zoom call as not being a big deal and like, hop on if you can, but if you can't, no worries. No one's going to hop on. No one cares. They're not excited because you're not excited. So get excited about this, because your dreams and your goals are a big deal and it's worth being excited. So plan this live video or this Zoom call, and then promote the shit out of it for a week. Express the importance of this vision to you and how important it is for them to be involved in this call as well, because this isn't only something that benefits you, this benefits all of them. And this is going to help them reach that next level and that next step in their business that they've been wanting. Okay. So what you're going to do when you plan this call, you promote the call, you send personal messages. Hey, I don't know if you saw this post, like tag everyone in it. Make sure everyone on the team knows that this call is so important. And if they're going to listen to anything on this, team group or team page, that let it be this. This is important. Okay. So make a big deal out of it. And then once the call actually starts, this is how I would walk through the team vision and sharing it. So number one, you're going to start with an update of where the team is at now. So talk about that rank, talk about those yearly numbers, right? Talk about where you guys are at now. And then also you want to be sharing the things that you're proud of as a team right now. So that might be where you guys are at on the leaderboards, right? Maybe it's the growth that you've had in the last year. Like, guys, we have grown 100, or we have grown, maybe it's a small team. That's okay. We've grown 5 members. That's crazy. This is a 10% increase, whatever it is, right? Share the good things, the leaderboards, the growth, the actions that you've been noticing people taking. Maybe more people are gaining that confidence to go live, show up on Instagram, get in their stories, whatever it is. Talk about the good things of what you're proud of. It might even be the traits that your team possesses right now. What are you loving? What are you hearing from other leaders, from other teammates about your team? Share those things and make sure you let them know that you are proud of this team. And this is how far we've come since being here. And then what you want to lead into is where you see yourself and the team in the next 6 months, 1 year from now. Whatever your goal is, a SMART goal, there has to be like a timestamp on it, right? When are you looking to hit this goal? Okay. And what is the goal? Is it a team rank? Is it a, personal rank? But I always look at personal ranks as a team rank, because I feel like personal ranks aren't achieved, especially if it's something higher up that involves like growing your downline and growing other leaders. That's a team rank, right? Like that's a team goal. So start to see your goals as a team goal. And when you could do that, that's when people will really start to see the picture of how they fit into this bigger team vision. So talk about that. This is my goal as a team. I want to be like, let's say your next rank was like something called elite or director or whatever, right? Everyone's work's different, but we could be like, I want to be a director team by the end of this recognition year, or I want to be an elite team by the end of this recognition year. And talk about what that involves and what your passions are when it comes to this. Like, why are you so passionate about being an elite team, or why are you so passionate about being a director team, right? And so I remember when I shared mine, I talked about the importance to me was building leaders. I knew that if I can continue to build leaders, that I would be having a huge impact on them and their families. People who were becoming leaders, they were going to grow their income, they were going to grow their confidence, and they were going to grow in their ranks too. And yes, those kind of things are helping me, but the fact that I get to win from other people winning is like the most rewarding thing ever, right? To be in a position where you win if other people also win, that's the best job that you get. So I talked about how important it was for me to build leaders, but I also defined leadership because I think it's important that people know leadership is not a rank. Leadership is about the qualities that people possess, right? And I know that, maybe a rank that you're aiming towards, you need so many leaders or so many people at this rank. Yes, and you will talk about that. You need to get into the numbers during this call, but it's very important to define leadership to people, because when people can start acting like leaders and people can start possessing those qualities that a leader has, that's when they will actually start to step into becoming a leader, right? You can be a leader without being ranked a leader. Okay, we need to make that clear, and you need to talk about that, because have you ever heard the quote, be her before you become her? You need to be a leader before you become a leader. And being a leader is all about the qualities you possess. It's not about the rank or the title. So when you can start doing that, you will become one. You will become one. You will hit that rank. You will go beyond that, and you will achieve the goals that you want. So again, talk about where you see yourself and your team in 6 months, 1 year, whatever your timestamp is, guys. Let them know we want to be a director team by, this time. This is the goal. And it's important to me because, and talk about why it's important to you. I want to build leaders. I want to build up more people on this team who possess these qualities, because that to me is, successful. And I want to see more of you hit your goals. And then I want you guys to ask them where they see themselves in terms of their business goals. And just get them thinking about it on the call, maybe, and let them know. It could be a rank. It could be an amount of income. And I'm sure you could convert that to a rank somehow. It might just be like an action that they want to start taking, but get them to start thinking about their personal goals. And then let them know that whatever those goals are, they all play a huge role in this team vision. It doesn't matter. And you want to speak to everyone. It doesn't matter if they're brand new. It doesn't matter if they're seasoned, they've been around for a while. Maybe they're mega successful now and they want to hit that next level, or maybe, they're just getting started and they have big goals, but, they're kind of still working on their customer base. Wherever they're at, they play a huge role in this, because ultimately you want to help them get to that next step in their business, right? So again, reiterate what this vision means to you and to them, right? No matter how long they've been in the business, no matter how long, what does this vision mean to you, and what is this vision going to mean for them? And you could kind of give some examples, right? Like, you may be interested in really growing your income, and this is, that this vision is going to help you do that, help you grow your income, help you grow your confidence. This is going to help you change lives of other people's, and this is just going to get you one step closer to those bigger or overarching goals. And so really speak to every single kind of person on your team there. And then what I also like to do in this call is share some personal teammates' goals with this network marketing business. So if you're a good leader, you know what your teammates' goals are. If you don't know what your teammates' goals are, that should be the first question you're asking them when they come onto your team. What is your goal? What is going to make you feel successful here? And with their permission, share this in your video. So I would ask them ahead of time, obviously, but you might say, like, Sally over here, she wants to retire her husband. Like, he's been working hard for X amount of years and she's been wanting this for them for years. And, Susan over here, she wants to pay off her loans. she's had student loans for years, and she just wants that extra stream of income so that she doesn't have to worry about that. And then there's Joe. I'm trying to think of random names. Joe just wants to pay the grocery and the gas bills, but that's a huge difference to them and their family. And then whatever, so-and-so wants to be a stay-at-home mom. She has kids. She wants to spend more time with her kids. So share those stories, right? Those are the things that are really going to connect with people, and share different types of stories too, right? You got your moms, you got your students, like whatever it is, share different stories with your team. And then at the end of this call, after you talk about the team vision, what it means to you, what it means to them, how they're going to play a big role in this, you want to break down the numbers on how this goal will be reached. So now you need to give the stats, right? Listen, we want to be an elite team by this date. And in order to do that, statistically, we need 10 of you to step up into leadership who want to build their organization and make a change for them and their family. And you give numbers. You say, I need 10 or I need 5, whatever your number is, you give that number. And then you tell them, I'm looking for whatever that number is. I'm looking for X amount of people who want to take this seriously, people who want to work with me one-on-one. We're going to have accountability calls. We're going to come together, work together, and we're all going to be in this together, but you need to be committed and really be serious with that too. Like, you need to be committed. This isn't like, I'm going to try it for a week, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to give up. There's no giving up here. There's only persisting until you do it, right? You're going to persist until you do it. So tell them that exact number. How many of you want to step up into blah, blah, blah in their business? And then you give them a call to action after that. And you say, so let me know in the comments. And I did a 1, 2, 3. I said, give me a 1 if you're ready to step into your potential, become a leader in this business, in your personal and your business and your professional life. And you're ready to give this an honest shot because, you're ready for this. Give me a 2 if you're interested, but maybe you're still a little bit hesitant. You have that interest in, terms of getting into leadership, having an organization, but maybe you have a few doubts. Maybe you're just a little bit scared or something, is kind of standing in the way. Give me a 2, because then those are the people you'll reach out to and kind of figure out those objections and overcome them and really pour that belief into them. And then the last option is 3. Give them a 3. Say, give me a 3 if you're interested in helping the team with this goal, but not necessarily in growing your organization. And then let them comment their number at the end of that video. And then I also had something that I let them know about at the end. Have like some kind of opportunity event or call scheduled for like a week or less after this call takes place, because you're going to have people very motivated and excited after this call. And you want them to start taking action immediately, right? While they're fired up. So by having an opportunity event or call scheduled, you could let them know, if you're ready for this, we have something coming up next week. And if you participate in this, this is going to be step 1 to you saying yes to your potential and changing your life. And this is going to be the opportunity call where you talk about your business and you get people invited to this event, right? And then at the end, again, just leave them with inspiration, reiterate, like, we are all in this together. We're all in this together. We are one team. We are working together and we have each other's back. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be a journey. And, progress is better than perfection. So, who's ready to get started? Comment I'm in, or something like that, right? So that's how I went about sharing my team vision with my team. I hope these tips were helpful. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. But guys, after I delivered, I should just say my results with this. After I delivered this chat with my team at the time when I was doing it, I had 10 people comment number 1 on that video saying, I'm ready to step into my potential and become a leader. And I put them all in, I believe, a group chat, and we kind of became like success buddies and started helping each other out with each other's goals. Everyone was sharing what was working for them, what was not working for them. And the camaraderie, the collaboration was incredible. The motivation was at an all-time high. It makes a difference. And you know what? At the end of the day, even if you don't hit your huge goal at the end, just think about how far all those members on your team who committed to that have come since then. It's about the journey. It's about the progress. You need to fall in love with the journey here, and don't be set on an end result, But again, you need to share your vision. You need to share that end goal with them. You need to tell them why it's important, and you need to tell them, how the breakdown really works, and see who is ready to step up and get committed. But I had 10 people. And before that, I felt like I didn't have anyone interested in that. And then after that call, 10 people who wanted to commit to that and start stepping into leadership. So that's what I have to share today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. So if you guys haven't already, please like the video. Let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was from this call, what you guys are going to do. Let me know your action plan below. Share with your teams if you feel this would be beneficial, or even your leaders if you have other leaders who you feel are maybe in a similar predicament. But also subscribe to this channel so that you guys never miss out on another podcast episode, and hit the bell so that you guys get notified every single week that we do an episode. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll chat with you next week. Bye, guys.